Hello, everybody, and welcome to your continuing coverage of Trivia League Unlimited's Round 1 tournament action in the singles tournament. I am Calamity John Maher. I'll be hosting today by myself. We have an exciting match today as Kaleb Koho is going to take on Cameron Holzmann. And, I don't have much else to say because I don't have anybody to bounce any funny banter off of. So we're going to start by bringing in Jack Pinchuk, who is managing the Commander Cameron Holzmann. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys feeling?
I feel quite good about this match because my competitor Cameron Holzmann is someone who I know very well, and I know is a far better trivia player than Captain Pirate Bitch Kaleb Koho. So honestly, I have no concern about this.
You're like Cameron's great uncle, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Once removed. There's a once removed in there somewhere.
I'm up in the relative chain than Jack. Jack is like, he's not at all my nephew in any way, shape, or form, but my aunt is his great aunt, but it's also by marriage. We're not related. I once threatened to burn his house down, and it was a very serious threat. Yeah, I feel good. It's a new league. I like to think I'm good at trivia. Yeah, I didn't prep much for this. I got a lot of other trivia things going on, and this one kind of fell to the wayside. If I win, I win. If I don't, cool. Sure.
Well, on behalf of Trivia League Unlimited and the video store, we are flattered by your dedication. With that, we're going to drop you backstage just for a short minute and bring in your opponent. Mike Hanley's managing Kaleb Koho today. Guys, you've heard the comments. Mr. King, Kaleb Koho, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great because way back in the day, if you trace the roots of the league we're currently playing, a long time ago, I used to play in a version of the exact same league run by a shitty human being. In said shitty human beings league, I was in a playoff as the bottom seed, and I beat the #1 seed, Michael Campbell, on a day that shouldn't have happened. Not only did that happen, I went on to then TKO him a second time alongside Zach Ford in the same shitty said league. So this league, which is now beautiful, with a very beautiful man leading and running it, and another very beautiful man also helping run and lead it. This league probably will give me all the confidence in the world that I will beat a shitty human being who I'm playing today, which is Jack Pinchuk, and his client's pretty cool. Jack, you have never won a thing in your goddamn life that wasn't given to you. You don't know what a win is. Your keyboard has 25 letters on it, like Paulo Yama would say. So here's what I'll say, Jack. I'm not really playing Cam. I'm playing you. And every time I played you, I've beaten the shit out of you. So, Holtzmann, if I beat you, it's nothing personal. It's because your manager sucks donkey dick.
I want everyone to look at this face. Yeah, I want everyone to look at this face. He's got a face of a munchkin. This man's a fucking pirate, and he's ready to get that booty.
That being said, I'm going to drop Mike backstage. We're going to bring Cam back.
Hey, for the record, Jack Pinchuk is the only person on this call who has ever stolen the organ of another living human being.
Sure.
Stolen. Harsh words. Oh, my goodness. All right. That's his manager, everybody. All right. So let me tell you guys,
human being technically also related to me.
I think we need to trade for Cameron Holzmann because Jack is getting fucked by his own player. Let's go.
All right, guys. It's your first time playing in the league, but you have heard the rules before. I'm going to go over them for you one more time. You can ask any questions you'd like. In our league, round 1 works a little bit like the way round 1s work other places. It is a whiteboard round. However, I would suggest you make some room on your whiteboard because it's a speed round. You're going to write all 8 answers on your board, and then we're going to check your answers at the end of the round. I'm going to ask you a question. You get 10 seconds. I ask another question. You get 10 seconds until I ask all 8. The new rule we are implementing, you are getting 3 repeats in a challenge. If you do want extra time in round 1, you can burn a repeat to get 20 extra seconds at the end of the round. Any questions? No? Okay. With that, I'll ask you your questions in rapid fire format, starting with your first question, which comes in the category of Oscars. Who was the most recent actress to have a second win for Best Supporting Actress? Your second question comes in the category of Westerns. What year saw the release of Tombstone? Your third question comes in the category of mystery thriller. The movie Dead Calm takes place mostly in what type of location? Moving on to sports. What sport is featured in the movie Win-Win? In history and biopics, who plays Alfred Kinsey in Kinsey? In the general category of geek, in X-Men The Last Stand, what is the name of the young mutant whose power is that he can neutralize the powers of other mutants?
Oh, that's a great question.
And we'll take his real name or his code name. In animated, what is the second leg of the triathlon in Luca? And finally, in YA coming of age, who directed Superbad? And unless somebody uses a repeat, we're wrapping it up in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Okay, yep. 20 more seconds. Go ahead, guys.
I know we're both stuck on the same question. Yep.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, guys. We'll start with, since Cameron is on my left over here, I will start with your boards. Let's see your answer for number 1. Who is the most recent person who have won Best Supporting Actress twice?
I got not a name down. I just have BSA number 2 to try and help me remember what I was trying to answer.
Okay, but I can see all your answers. I see 1993. I see boat. I see wrestling. I see Liam Neeson. I see Jimmy. I see pasta eating. And Nicholas Stoller. Koho, your board?
I realized I totally fucked up that win-win-win. I put down Allison Janney, which was totally wrong. 95, playing basketball, Liam Neeson, Patient Zero, food eating contest, Greg Matola.
Okay. I have, let me see it one more time, Cam.
Yeah.
Okay, after round 1, I have Cameron leading a score of 6-3. The answers are: the first person to win 2 Best Supporting Actress, the most recent person to win 2 Best Supporting Actress Oscars is Diane Wiest. 1993.
I was like,
I was trying to go back, and I got to 2000. I ran out of time. I was like,
I got to 2020 and blanked.
93 saw the release of Tombstone. Dead Calm takes place on a boat. Win-Win is wrestling. Liam Neeson played Kinsey. Leech or Jimmy is the name of the young mutant that can steal people's powers. Pasta eating or food eating, I'll accept, as the second leg of Luca. And Greg Matola directed Superbad. So with that being said, Cameron, you have earned the right in round 2, which is our generic wheel round. However, you guys did draft the entire wheel, which is something we'll do a little differently here. So you're going to earn the right. Let's bring in your manager, who everybody seems to dislike today, and see what's going on.
It's not today, John.
It's a daily thing.
Would you guys like to go first or defer?
Defer, probably.
This is a pretty good wheel for you, so I'm fine with deferring.
I'd say defer just so that there's a chance the one thing that I don't want goes away.
Sounds good. I'm fine.
Okay, so we're going to bring in Mike. We're going to bring in the wheel. I'm going to review the wheel with you fellas. So on the wheel today, we have both strengths. We have Kaleb's strength of Pirates of the Caribbean. We have Cam's strength of Sony Pictures Animation. You guys also drafted animated, scores and soundtracks, geek, classics, family, and musicals. Kaleb, ready for your first spin?
Yeah, hit me.
Spin that shit.
I'm going to fucking kick myself in wrestling. I do that shit.
It lands on classics. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I want to keep that for Holzmann, so let's spin that again. This is like a
Jack, the plan's still in effect.
And it lands on musical.
Hey.
Right.
Show me Repo the Opera.
And I'll hit it.
We scroll down to the old musicals category. Kaleb, ready for your...
Show me the Apple and Repo.
Well, I will say that Bill did not write any of these questions because he is keeping true to the fact that he did. He writes for a certain channel, and he will not write for any other channels until his obligations there are completed. I don't remember who wrote these musicals questions, but I will read them to you if you're ready.
Hit me.
Okay, your first question. Who plays maniacal dentist Orin Scrivello in Little Shop of Horrors?
Steve Martin.
That is correct. For 2 points. Oh, just so everybody knows, conventional rules, 2 points. You can drop down to multiple choice for 1 point.
Is it 4 or 5 questions?
There are 5 questions.
Okay.
Your second question. Which musical features the songs Fugue for Tin Horns, Luck Be a Lady, and I'll Know?
Guys and Dolls.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who directed 2021's Cyrano?
Joe Wright.
Again, correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. In High School Musical 3 senior year, Troy Bolton is offered a scholarship to which university? And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's your second repeat. In High School Musical 3 senior year, Troy Bolton is offered a scholarship to which university?
So, see if I remember this correctly, because I know where he goes. Is that where he got a scholarship? University of Arizona.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Yeah.
I believe it is UCLA.
Is also incorrect. Answer I have is Juilliard. He's offered a scholarship to Juilliard.
Oh, fuck. I forgot all about the Juilliard. Damn it.
Your fifth and final question.
Can I bring it, Jack?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty sure he got offered.
So at the end of the movie, so he's offered the chance to compete for a Juilliard scholarship, but has never offered the Juilliard scholarship. He is given the scholarship and chooses to go to UCLA at the end of the film. Play basketball.
I'll challenge.
If you're confident in that, I'm fine with you challenging for that.
I will challenge that he is offered a scholarship to UCLA at the end of the film and takes said scholarship.
Okay.
Challenge official.
Challenge official.
And we're back. After that challenge, we are going to rule in favor of Cameron Holzmann. Since he is the High School Musical 3 expert, he did realize that Troy wasn't even offered that scholarship. Troy did compete for it. He lost it. So we're going to throw that question out. And actually, I guess it kind of favors Koho. So he did Koho a favor. He gets a brand new question number 4.
Appreciate it.
Your replacement question, and the only musical that I really know a ton about. What American acting family is the target of a Canadian military strike in South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice answers are A, the Baldwins, B, the Bridges, C, the Arquettes, or D, the Sheens.
That's my first guess. I said the Baldwins.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal.
I believe it is the Arquettes.
That is correct. The Arquettes get bombed. Revenge for Toronto. All right. Your final question in musicals.
No. I would like to challenge.
Yes.
They bombed the Baldwins in South Park, Big Long Uncut.
I believe they threatened to bomb the Baldwins second, and they do.
Allow them to challenge before you clarify anything, please.
They bombed the actual.
How confident are you, Mike? You're 100% confident?
Yes.
We're gonna throw the challenge flag.
After that challenge, Koho is going to retain his challenge because actually, in my own stupidity, I realized that both those families do get bombed. So we're going to replace that question again. Or should I just grant you correct? I don't even know how this should work. What would they say he'd be correct? Is that how it would normally work, or should I just read this new question?
Because there's
there's 2 answers.
That is also true. So we are going to read this brand new question that has 1 answer. Koho, are you ready for the 6th question in this category, which is really the 4th question in this category?
Your 6th of 5 questions.
Your 6th of 5 questions.
Yeah.
In Fame, during the students' junior year, they go to see which other 1970s movie musical?
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice answers are A, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, B, Cabaret, C, Grease, or D, The Wiz.
Cabaret.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That is correct for 1 point, which I gave you already. I already gave you that point, so you got that point. Your final question in musicals, finally. Your 7th of 5 questions. What is the first ABBA song heard in Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again?
Oh. So, is it really that long till there's a song, or am I forgetting something? Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice answers are A, Gimme, 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 B, Super Trooper, C, When I Kissed the Teacher, or D, Waterloo.
C.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, with that, Kaleb gets a score up to 10. Cameron is at 7, and we will bring your manager back in and the wheel. You ready for your first spin?
Yeah, my brain really wants to try and challenge that Mamma Mia question, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm pretty sure that's actually right.
It's just been too long.
And it lands on animated. How you feel about that?
Now, Jack, we all know that I hate these dumb, shitty-ass baby movies. Because I am a mature, respectable business gentleman with a wife and 2.5 children, living with my existential economic depression. So I think I'm going to keep it.
Go ahead.
All right.
This is great.
And we're done with that forever. Let me drop Jack out, though. I'm going to get him out of here.
The economy. Taxes.
All right. Your first question in the category of animated. What 80s animated movie sees a young orphan looking for an oasis called the Great Valley to find others of his kind?
The Land Before Time.
That is correct. Who voices Gru's mother, Marlena, in 2022's Minions, The Rise of Gru?
Oh, did they change it? I didn't watch the Minions movies. I'm just going to assume it's the same. Julie Andrews.
That is correct.
Okay. I was like, if they changed it, why?
Your third question. Will Smith's character Lance Sterling is transformed into what specific animal in the movies Spies in Disguise?
I believe the working title of this film was Pigeon Impossible, so I'll say pigeon.
Pigeon is correct.
Movie rules.
It is actually kind of good.
Your fourth question. What is the name of the old Haddock family ship, a model of which Tintin buys at a street market, setting the events of the movie into action in 2011's The Adventures of Tintin?
The Unicorn.
That is correct.
Masterpiece.
And your final question. In The Box Trolls, pest exterminator Archibald Snatcher, the film's main villain, is severely allergic to what type of food?
I don't think Koho knows this. And there's a character, the main character has a food for a name, which would be really funny. Eggs.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal.
So he was absolutely goddamn right.
This movie sucks.
Is allergic to.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fish.
Also incorrect. Looking for cheese. He's allergic to cheese.
Yeah.
We're going to go on to round 3. Round 3 is what we call the mastery round. You guys chose your strengths, which were on the wheel, but now you're going to actually get questions in those strengths. You're going to get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer in your strengths. So, Ko, we're going to start with you. You're behind by 5. It is 15-10 right now. So, your 2-point question in Pirates of the Caribbean, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
He's never seen one of these movies in his life.
In how many movies in the franchise does Keira Knightley appear?
4.
That is correct. Moving on to your 3-point. In Dead Men Tell No Tales, why does Salazar initially tell Henry he is sparing his life?
Because he always leaves one man alive to tell the tale.
That's almost exactly what I wrote. That's exactly right. So with that, we'll go over to Cameron for his 2-pointer since he has more questions left and you are currently tied. Are you ready for your 2-point question in Sony Pictures Animation?
I hope so.
Okay. Your 2-pointer. Who voices Boog in the original open season?
Boog is voiced by Martin Lawrence.
That is correct.
Don't give me hope like that.
With that, kicks it back over to Koho, who'll have to answer his 5-pointer in Pirates of the Caribbean to keep this alive. Are you ready for this 5-point question?
Let's do it.
All right. For 5 points. How high does Elizabeth say her smoke signal reaches into the sky in The Curse of the Black Pearl?
Okay. I watched this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
That's your final repeat. How high does Elizabeth say her smoke signal reaches into the sky in The Curse of the Black Pearl? Five, 4, 3, 2.
12 feet.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. She says it reaches 1,000 feet in the air. 1,000 feet.
Wow.
So the Royal Army can see it wherever they are. That being said, we will go to our post-match interviews. We'll drop Cameron back in there. We'll bring Mike in. Hey, unfortunately, just things didn't go your way. He scored a few more points than you, but I think it was a very strong showing, even with all those challenges. We're still keeping this thing under 35 minutes. It's great. How you feeling?
I think I played better than him. To be honest with you, it just comes down to knowing a 5-pointer deep cut on The Curse of the Black Pearl. That if you asked me the first 1,000 questions of Curse of the Black Pearl, that wouldn't be in them. So I wasn't prepared for that, and that bit me in the ass, which is fair. But no, I think I played really, really good. The round 1 was a couple of clear ring rust mistakes for the fact that I haven't played a trivia game in 2 months, I think, at this point. So it's been a minute. So there's a little bit of our practiceness to it. But hey, Diawisa probably should have known. Probably needed a little bit more time to get that far back in my brain. I definitely knew wrestling, and I just put basketball, and I don't know why. I think that's also part of the like get all 10 questions at once. You write one down and you move on, and you don't think about it again. So I was like more concerned on the first one still while answering the rest. And I think that definitely is something I got to readjust my mind to. But otherwise, I don't know. I think I played pretty solid. I'm happy to come back and.
Basketball is the opposite of wrestling, though. It is the exact opposite of wrestling.
It is. I really don't know why. I really don't know where I got basketball from so confidently in my head. I love
it's the same season. It's the same season. It's winter. They're playing basketball, obviously.
And they're in gyms, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Mike, how are you feeling?
Where I got that from.
Oh, yeah. No, he's the captain. He's always the captain. He will always be the captain. He may or may not be a munchkin. We don't know yet. Look at that face again. But he didn't get the booty this time, but he always will get the booty eventually.
All right. Fantastic.
Mason and I are going to be teams champs. Teams champs are going to happen.
And we'll be seeing that coming soon. So we're going to drop you guys backstage, and we'll bring in today's winner, Cameron Holzmann and Jack. It's always great when you see family working together to make wins. Glad you guys can do this today. How you feeling?
I would state, first of all, we did not work together, as was seen. A lot of this match was spent with everyone, myself included, making fun of Jack. We've been doing this since high school, but I got away with it because I was also getting bullied at the time. And so, like, I could just be like, no, for sure. But also, to be fair, if you're asking who the first person to make jokes about Jack's liver is, it's Jack Pinchuk 98% of the time.
This is correct.
But no, I feel good. Yeah, this new format is definitely something to get used to. That first round, I was so focused on going back to that first question that I wrote Nicholas Stoller and didn't question it because I know he directs also a lot of those Seth Rogen and Friends movies. But still, proud of how I did in round 1. Round 2, Box Trolls is one of 2 Leica movies that I just don't care about. I think they've made 3 masterpieces, and then they also made the Box Trolls and the Missing Link. So I might need to go and revisit that. But overall, no, I feel really good. I'm very interested to get to the point where I learn what a 5-pointer in Sony Pictures Animation could possibly look like. But we'll see.
It was the same level of specificity, but we'll see probably your next match, because in winning in this tournament, you do advance to play Bill Cariola. So any thoughts on that?
God, that man's gonna make me want to die. That man's gonna put freaking Andy Sedaris movies on the wheel. He's gonna put movies that make Cameron feel uncomfortable personally and emotionally on the wheel. But in all seriousness, I love Bill. He's a great dude. And I guess if he does that, I can retaliate and put some form of musicals on the wheel and have a lot of fun with them. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited for it.
Okay, Jack, anything to add? Do you want to defend your liver?
No. If there's one thing I'm not going to do, it's defend my liver. But no, Cameron played out of his mind today, outscoring Koho in round 1 by double. If that's playing worse than Koho, then we'll take it. No, it was a great match. Cameron's going to go far in this tournament. I'm very confident in that. Bill, great guy. I'm sure he'll put up a fight against Cam, but there's no stopping Cam right now.
All right, strong words, and we will see you guys sooner than later, but I'm going to drop you guys to the back for now and just wrap this up. So that was the third match of the first round of the tournament. Come back soon. There'll be more matches to come. We're going to go further and further into this thing until we've crowned our first singles champion. Until next time, I am John Maher, signing off for Cameron Holzmann, for Kaleb Koho, for Jack Pinchuk, for Mike Hanley, and for everyone out there in the writers and admins land. This has been Trivia League Unlimited. Have a fantastic day.